All the guns you'll be seeing today are available on solware.co.uk, based in Tamworth. Hello ladies and gentlemen, you join us on the test bench today. We're going to be doing a test and review on the Stoeger XM1 Bullpup or Bullshark, whichever one you would like to call it. I know a few call it the Bullpup, some call it the Bullshark, so we'll let that one go and we'll just say yeah, it's both of them. Now, what have I added to this gun for the test today? We have our Nico Sterling 4 to 16x50 scope on there, so that gives it a fair amount of chance. We've got an Atsan silencer on the front there, which makes it whisper quiet. It really does, and really works well with the gun. Our targets here are 23 meters away. As you know, it's a standard test area that we're using. After we've done the test today, we'll put it through the chronograph, see what kind of power it's pushing out, and obviously then I'll give you my review on the gun. Now, between me and you, I'm expecting this to do really well today. When we were pellet testing, I was really shocked to see how well it did with the pellets that it's matched with today, which is the Air Arms Diablo Hunters. I would not be surprised to see a big score today. If it didn't get a big score, I would probably say it's down to me, but it was really shooting really well when it was being pellet tested, so I'm expecting great things today. Anyway, so let's stop the talking, let's get them out there, let's see how it goes. If you watch the channel, you will be used to this test, but if not, I'll explain how it works. We have two targets up the top of the guard in there at the moment. There's 50 points on each card available if you hit the bullseye. One's just a standard 5 small target card. If you hit the 5 bullseyes on that, you'll get 50 points. And the other one is just a standard target, but if you hit 5 bullseyes on that, that's another 50 points. Then we'll go on to our last card, which is called the rings. Now you get 5 points for each big ring on that card, and then 15 for the bonus one. All in all, to get the maximum points here, you score 135. If you score above 110, we say, oh well, that's decent enough. But to be quite honest with you, we'd like to look more towards 120. If you miss that very small bonus shot for the 15 points at the end, it's understandable, if you know what I mean. So 120 is a nice score to get. We say 110 because there's a possibility that you will miss some of these. I think the lowest we've ever had is about a 115, so every gun so far has passed. But today it's the turn of the Stoeger. Let's see how it goes. We're on the card on the left first, the 5 small targets. Let's see how he gets on. That's a 10 to start. Top right. That's another 10, and seriously right in the centre. That's another 10. That's another 10. Looking good. Yeah, full points on that one. We go into the second card now. 5 shots at the 10 bullseye. Perfect. Perfect again. Yeah, 10 again. We're out there. So, no we're not, we've got one there, I think. Yeah, 10 again. So, there will be out of pellets. Yeah, we'll need a reload. But so far, so good. Full points, 90 so far. This should be the only reload we need to do. There should be enough to get us to the end now, once this one's loaded up. But I have to say, this is not surprising me at all. This gun, as I said, shot really well in its pellet test, especially matched with these pellets. So this is not a shock at all for me. This is how I expected this gun to go. Right. Okay, this is the last shot in this round for full points, and then we'll swap on to our rings. Yeah, that's the full 100 points in the first two. I'll swap over to the rings. I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're set up for our rings round. The Stoeger today will be shooting at the red rings. He needs to get the 4 large ones, 5 points each, and the bonus one for the main points of the 15 bonus. Right then, let's see. First one. £5 points. £5 points. £5 points. £5 points. Now this one is the big one. He's got 120. Can he take the full house? Yeah, that is one fantastic round. We've had 135 rounds before, but nothing where the gun has been that accurate all the way through. It never looked like it was going to miss a shot. That is some gun. I really do like this. It's the performance of it I like more than anything else, not the look of it, because it's not really the most expensive looking gun in the world, but it's just its performance. It's performed brilliantly. It felt solid. Every shot I took, I knew wherever I put that crosshair, that pellet was going to go, and it gives you a hell of a lot of confidence, the gun does. Really, really like this. Not the most expensive bullpup in the world, but my God, does it perform. And I've been really pleased to get hold of this and use it today. Its next test will be the chronograph. Let's see what kind of power settings it pushes out. I'll set up for that. Okay, then we're going to put 5 shots through the chronograph, which measures in meters per second. We'll break it down to feet per second, and then we'll go and see when we put it into our computer exactly what its velocity is. Here we go then, 5 shots. Let's put them through. First shot, 160. Shot 2, 158. Shot 3, 163. Shot 4, 156. And shot 5, 162. Now, they were all rounding differently there, but I'm going to take it that the top one was 163, I think. Let's just go back and check on that. First one was 160, second one 160, two 158, 3 163, 4 156, that was the low one, and 5 162. Now I'm going to take it there that 161 would be about the average, so we'll take 161, which isn't a high score, I'm going to say, but we'll put it through the computer with the rate of the weight of the pellet, which is 16 grains in this case with the Diablo Hunters, and we'll see exactly what we come out with. Well, we put the calculations there through our computer test, and the power isn't as much as you'd think it'd be. Although this gun's mega accurate, it's not that powerful. We had entered the weight of our projectile, as I say in this case it's the Diablo Hunters, they're 16 grains. When I broke the meters down, which is 161, into feet per second, it was 528.2. Now when calculated, that gives us a power output of foot-pounds of 9.91, so it's just below 10 foot-pounds, and the energy in joules is 13.43. Now that doesn't deter away from this gun, because obviously it's alright, it's not really powerful, but by God is it accurate, and I would rather have accuracy over power every time. If you hit the target, you've got a good chance of bringing it down. If you've got a hell of a lot of power there but it's not really precise, you're still going to miss, and no chance of killing your prey, if you know what I mean. So we'll go on from this now into my review of the gun. Firstly, the gun itself, really nicely put together. I believe it's a copy of the Artemis P35. However, if you don't want this hand grip here on the front, you can take it off inside the box. There's the pieces there to do what you will with it. Same with the hand grip here. If you don't like the hand grip that's supplied with the gun, there's a changeable hand grip. Also there's a changeable top shoulder here, which you can change if you would like. With your scope, you're going to need a Picatinny rail scope mount, because it doesn't give you the choice of using dovetail rail. The gun itself, what can we say? Well, accuracy wise, it's been fantastic on test. It's called the 135. Not many guns have done that. The only thing that let it down today was it was a touch low on power. Wouldn't say it's mega low, 10, you know, but it's under 10 foot, which you would like to see it somewhere in the 11s, wouldn't you? The cocking arm on the gun, very smooth, makes it a joy to use. The magazine system, although a little bit prehistoric with obviously loading one backwards and then the rest the other way, does work well. There's no problems at all with that. The trigger, non-adjustable, but it's smooth straight out the box, so you don't need to do that. I've matched the gun with a Hatsan silencer, and I've got to be honest with you, you can hardly hear this pop when it goes. It's very quiet. The scope I've put on is, as I say, the Nico Sterling 4x16x50, which works well with the gun. The other adjustments on this, you can take these stripe butt ends out here at the back, as I say, and you know, fit it to your shoulder exactly how you would like it. There's a small amount of adjustment there. Nice checkering underneath, checkering on the front grip, and also lots of stippling around the hand grip. So everything's there as you would want it, really. There's not really much you can put this gun down on. Okay, when we've tested it for power, it's not the powerfulest, but that could be due to its newness. Don't forget, this gun's probably had, all in all, 30 pellets put through it at the moment. So it's not really had a lot done to it. Well, say 30, let's work it out how many it's had. It had 3 pellets to set its sight up, 25, 45, yeah, it may have had 60 pellets through it at the moment, but that's all it's ever had put through it, and it may get more powerful as time progresses onwards. But okay, it's 9.91 foot-pounds, not the powerfulest, but by God, it makes up with accuracy, doesn't it? It's spot on every shot. And I've got to be honest with you, I would rather have this at 9.91 and be accurate than have it at 11.5, 11.6 and be missing. That way, it's not really a gun, is it? It's not really doing what it should do. This, however, is operating as it should. It's hitting perfect every time, and I think it's a fantastic gun. It's the first time I've ever used the Stoeger XM1 Bullpup. However, my partner uses the Stoeger XM1 rifle when we go out shooting, and she's had some fantastic results with that. Stoeger, however, they do keep bragging on that they're part of Beretta. I hear that's not the case at all. Beretta have nothing to do with them, but they just use Beretta's name. Whether that be true or not, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm told. This gun, as I say, being a copy of the Artemis, the Artemis must be a decent gun. I have tried to get hold of an Artemis P35 and I've struggled. In the end I gave up and I went after the Stoeger instead, and I'm kind of glad I did now, because it's done great. I mean, as far as its test and review goes, it's done really well. It really has. No need to ask would I recommend one. Just look at what it's done today. How could you turn one down? If one was put in front of you, you'd have to take one. And don't forget, we've had some quite expensive bull pups here, and they can't do what this gun can do. So it's definitely worth a massive punt at this gun. I would say get one. They're a joy to use, really. They really are a match with these Diablo Hunter pellets in the .22. It's been incredible today. Fantastic for hunting because it's that quiet. I mean, I've fitted a Hatsan silencer on this, which seems to go really well. I don't know if they're the Hatsan QE silencers or not, but they're Hatsan ones that I'm using at the moment, and they're mega quiet, so they're worth a punt. Lovely gun all round, really. I'm just going to leave it there and say, after our test and review today, that this gun is definitely worth a massive punt. If you get the chance to try one out. You'll be very surprised. Try those pellets that I've told you as well, please. They come in the green tin Air Arms Diablo Hunters. I've used them in a few guns of mine when I've been out hunting, and they do perform really well. Definitely worth matching these two up. Look at the results we had today. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all very soon. Great gun today, great result. Bye now.